I am working on something new. I'm only working on it 1 hour a day, which is good for me because it's just enough to keep me engaged, but not enough to stress me
Are
out.
they in their 50s?
They're in their young not late 50s, early 50s.
Yeah, like a brunette?
Oh,
Yeah,
all of a sudden, is there
yeah.
room for a cameo
I
of
I
a
mean,
journalist?
hello.
Elin Hilderbrand is the queen of the beach read. Now, adaptations of her Nantucket set stories are sweeping us away just as much as her books do. The latest is Peacock's 5-star weekend, starring Jennifer Garner as a food influencer who, in the wake of a sudden loss, gathers 5 friends from different stages of her life. Bonds are tested, secrets are revealed, and yours truly makes a surprise cameo. Join me as I speak to Jen and Ellen about their 5-star collaboration, Getting Nantucket Right, and more. I'm so happy to be with the two of y'all. This feels like a match made in heaven. You're both like America's sweethearts.
Oh my gosh, you're so
Please,
kind.
thank
Different ways,
you.
but it's very true of literature, of TV and film. What was it like to collaborate together?
Easiest, best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
natural, very organic, just felt right. I jumped up and down when they told me. Jen said she would
Oh
do
my
it.
gosh, we ran into each other like one of maybe the last day of shooting. And Ellen, I was just like, should we just go sit somewhere and have a little glass of Chardonnay?
And we did.
And we did.
We did. We went to the club car. We
Yeah.
sat at the club car.
We
And
just
before
sat
anybody
like,
was there, it was 5 o'clock or
yeah, there was
5:30.
no one there. And we
There
just
was no
sat
one
there
there.
like, ah,
Yeah.
because it's just been so easy between us the whole time. And it felt like such a celebration on the final day after the final shot, just to
Yeah.
be together, the two of us.
Yeah.
I love that. I was saying before we started, this is really a book about the fierceness of friendship,
Mm,
of like, who are your people when you
hmm
really need them?
hmm
It's a book and a television series. I
Yeah.
always lead towards the books, but
Right.
talk about the genesis for writing this. Do you remember
Of course I do. So the story is bananas. So another writer, successful writer, you would know who she was.
but you're not going to tell
I'm
us.
not going to disclose it because I don't want to invade
Yeah,
her privacy,
right.
but she texted me in September of 2020. She said, "I'm on Nantucket. Can you meet for a drink?" And if you remember, we weren't really doing that in 2020.
Yeah.
In September of 2020, we weren't. And I said, "Oh, okay, yeah." So we met at the Nantucket Hotel. We were the only people there in the bar. And she said, "I'm here." I said, "What are you doing here?" She's here for a girls' weekend. Her friend, her dear friend, had terminal
Mm.
stage 4 cancer, but was feeling okay. And so that friend had assembled the most important friends from throughout her life to come together, and none of them knew each other, for this weekend on Nantucket. And then the writer said something like, she didn't say this exact thing. She said something like, "And not everybody's getting along." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's a novel." She's like, "It's an Elin Hilderbrand novel." And then she gave me some things that she didn't want me to use,
Yeah.
which I respected. And so the book I started to write was that book where the woman was, where Hollis would have been dying essentially and inviting her friends. I get to page 3, I'm like, "This is too sad. I'm gonna have the husband die." Much, much better. Much better.
Yes.
Because, it was just too sad. I had just done 28 Summer, so I was like, "This is too sad." So that's how it got started.
wow. You know what? I didn't know that story.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's how it started.
Yep.
I will say I like a merging of friends. I love bringing like my college friends with my current friends and all of that. I mean, they're still my current friends, but you know what I mean? I think it's so fun to merge
It's
people,
complicated though,
but it
don't
can
you
be
think? Because
complicated.
on the one hand, you've got, okay, if they get along great, I think you're so excited
Yes.
and maybe a little bit jealous because you're like, "Oh, they're getting along so well. Wow, okay." And then if they don't get along, then that's obviously terrible.
I mean, I've never had that experience, I have to say, and I've had they've gotten along really well, and I'm sort of, like, okay, but I love you too, and I'm in it, so it doesn't matter, but I think there is something about experiencing people from all of these different times, like, who have known us before.
Right.
Yes.
How important is that to you all in your own lives?
I realize I've created moments like this over and over again. The last time was for my 50th birthday. It happened to fall on Easter, which I'd never had a birthday on Easter until I turned 50. So it was a 3-day weekend, and I just had friends from my whole life. I kind of threw myself a wedding. It was like a long weekend. We all got together. It was one night, it was just the girls. And it was so special and fun because I also have like this little posse of work friends that I shoot with, like the people I've been with forever since Alias, and they were part of it as well. And usually it's like when I'm working, I live that life, and otherwise I just see them on the, every now and then. So to have everybody together was especially special.
Ellen, what about you? Have you done this?
No, not really. Nantucket, as you know, is its own bubble, right? So my life is very divided in like my Nantucket
Yes.
world, right? And for the last 33 years, that's been my world. So almost all of my friends are friends that I've met on Nantucket. And then of course, I have my girlfriends from college and I have friends from high school. But the two worlds have not collided. I'm going to be very honest. They just haven't really collided.
You got to do it. You've got to make it
Yeah,
happen.
I know. I mean, would it be weird?
God, you bring so
I
many
don't
people
know.
together,
Yeah.
Ellen. Like, Ellen's famous on Nantucket for bringing her fans, like involving
Yeah.
people who love and have connected with your books
Yeah.
into the world that you write about
Yeah.
and showing it to them in real time, in real life, and making sure they have access to you in a very, very legitimate, tangible way. So why don't you do that with your girlfriends from growing up?
Maybe I mean, maybe I should probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I
I
just
think
have
you need
been.
to host your own 5-star
I know my
weekend.
own 5-star weekend and bring everybody in. It would be so weird. Like that's the thing is it would be so weird. Like would it work?
Yes, it
I
would
don't
work.
know.
Yeah.
It's worked. It's
Yeah,
worked for me.
It does
It'll
work
for
because
you.
women we look for ways to connect. We look for
Yes.
ways to get along.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Nantucket is a character
Yeah.
in many of your novels, most
Yeah,
of your novels,
yeah.
but also in this show. And
Yeah.
I know that like that was sort of the North Star to you,
Yeah.
was that this show got Nantucket right.
Yes.
And it did.
I'm watching it now. I've watched it several times, so this is the final, like the shiny cut. And the show is breathtaking. I just don't you think so?
It
To
is visual
watch.
candy.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah. If this isn't a postcard for Nantucket, it's like
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be happier. And everybody I know, is thrilled. The businesses, are thrilled. The ones that are mentioned, the ones that are shown in the background, everybody is just delighted.
I'm so glad because we loved them
Yeah.
so much.
Yes.
I hope they felt how much we all absolutely loved every minute of being
Yes.
on that island.
They did. You did a little shout out at the premiere, and the owner of Millie's texted me, and he's like, I could not ask for better publicity. Ellen, thank you. We're going to sell it of lobster quesadillas. I'm like, yeah, you are.
Did you say I missed the lobster quesadilla
At
at
Millie's?
Millie's?
You
Yeah,
did.
at Millie's. Yeah, I discovered them at Cisco Brewery. They
Yeah.
have a little truck there,
Yeah.
and then we ended up like bringing the Millie's truck to set, and then we had a party at Millie's at
Yes.
sunset
Yeah.
one night. Yeah,
Had you been to Nantucket before?
I had been there once to speak about Save the Children with Mark Shriver, and it was so fast because my kids were home, and so I had gone in one day, worked that day and night, and the next morning, and flown out that afternoon. I never even saw a beach. That's how fast that trip was. So it doesn't even count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But technically, yes, I had been on Nantucket before. This, though, was a revelation. And I shot every single day, all day. Like it was
Yeah.
very intense, 6-day weeks. But somehow, first of all, we shot in the most gorgeous locations and we shot in all of them. But somehow I think of like being on a bike and I think of being on a beach and hiking here and being at this restaurant. We managed to
You
play
did
a
a lot of
lot.
And you went
Things.
to like the whaling museum.
3 times.
You went to the Whaling Museum 3 times. You know how many times I've heard lectures at the Whaling Museum? 0
Okay,
times.
but those lectures are fascinating. It was such a brutal, horrible industry, but it really made so much possible. And it's so interesting to hear about what the history was.
Will you go back to Nantucket? Do you feel
Oh,
like
for sure.
you'll have to bring your
Oh,
family? in?
For sure. I would just go and hang out with the people I met there. I'd
Yeah.
go to Nantucket Looms and I'd go up.
Yep. Do your
Oh, yeah,
blanket
you also
weaving.
loved looming.
You did your blanket weaving.
Yeah, I'd go back in a heartbeat for sure.
One of the things that you guys have a lot in common, you're both mothers of 3. You both are voracious readers. Is that, I mean, it feels like you're doing a lot of adaptations.
I love them.
It seems you do.
I love authors. I love picking their brains. It's like a cheat sheet. It's like I love going back and reading the books again and again and again to remind myself of internal monologues, of context, of a depth of character that you might not see, there isn't time for, or that is internal, so you don't see it, in the screenplay. And I also love how a screenplay distills down the essence of the character, of the story, of what the author is trying to say. In the best case scenario, I hope we did that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, because the difficulty with writing the screenplay, and you know this because we're readers, right, is that so much, and a lot of my books are backstory, and the backstory is included, a little bit of
Yes.
backstory is included in 5-star, but your internal
Yeah.
thoughts, and you can't, it's so difficult for a screenwriter to then portray that, right? You
Yes.
have to show it.
Yes.
And it's really hard, but I mean, obviously they just did the best job, Becca and her team.
Brunstetter,
Yeah.
this was her first time being a showrunner. She'd written on This Is Us. She's been around, and she's a playwright and studied playwriting. She was tireless and so just committed to getting it right
Yeah.
for you, and tireless about bringing it to life, like
Yeah.
vibrant life for people, and keeping it funny.
And
As much
keeping
as
it
it's
funny.
Yes.
deep and
Every time it feels like it's falling into cliches, there's just like a zinger of a line that just pulls it out. I mean,
well,
you know what
she
I mean?
stacked it. They
Yeah.
stacked it with Chloe Sevigny,
Yes.
Regina Hall.
I mean, do you
The
not love
way
Regina
she
Hall
makes
so
us
much?
laugh. She wasn't at the premiere, and I kept wanting to say, stop everything.
Right.
She was shooting in New York, and because of weather, they when she was supposed to be able to come, and then at the last minute couldn't, because when you're in production, production wins. We were FaceTiming with her, we were sending videos, but I just wanted to stop everything and say, we aren't us without
Right.
her.
It definitely did feel that way.
Yeah.
Like
She did the show with me. She hosted with
Oh
me.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I fell so madly in love with her.
She's adorable.
because she's one of the funniest humans.
Yes.
Funniest people
Smart.
I have yeah, because she's so quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's
She
just
told
the
us
best.
stories about these raccoons living in her backyard who were like floating on her floats.
Oh
Do
yeah.
you-
Oh yeah, I know about the raccoons.
She
Yeah.
said they were just back there kind of relaxing
Hysterical.
every
Oh
day.
my
We would
God.
get a check. That was one of the things that I thought was so beautiful about this show was like, yes, you can read about friendship and then you can see it. And the casting, starting with you, I think everybody said yes because you were part of it.
Oh my gosh.
But
that's so nice.
those women that you got to be with,
know.
who I heard,
None of us had met.
isn't that wild?
None of us had worked together, because women, you think of most things that you see, it's like a bunch of men and a woman.
Yeah.
And maybe a couple of women. I mean, it's
Yes.
getting better. And now sometimes the woman is the lead, which is amazing. And it's not like it's strictly this way, but that is more the norm than not. And so to have a show that not only had a bunch of women at the center of it, but focused on what that life looks like at
Yes.
the center of life, as we're all in the, in the sandwich generation, as we're dealing with the choice to not have kids or the complexity of having kids and all of everything in between. It was just, there's so much grist for the mill.
Mhm. And you all really liked each other.
Big time.
You have a group chat.
We have a group chat.
Video of the
Oh,
I
know.
just saw on TV the video of the
Karaoke.
gaslight. I'm like, there they are.
Yep.
We showed it on the show like a year, whenever
was
it happened,
laughing.
years ago,
Oh
whenever
my
that
gosh.
was.
It would have been last summer. Yeah.
Yeah, last
fall.
year
Yep,
we did
uh-huh,
it. But
yeah.
I mean, I think that also speaks to like the power of women, that they can get together and really create some bonds. What you have a group chat. What goes down on the group chat?
Everything. It is not safe for work. But honestly, the five of us, when you're on set, like you have your set chairs and everybody's back at their set chair doing their thing, and
Yeah.
and you're kind of bundled up because sound stages are so cold. Our knees were touching, and we were just like, these mics are off, right? And then we would sit there and just go deep and talk. And nothing was off the table. Everything was up for grabs because everyone's going through life as
Yeah.
you're shooting. It was 4.5 months, and Gemma was away from home. Chloe was away from her son for a lot of it, her 6 or 7-year-old, her little guy.
Yeah, he's a
So
little
there was
dude.
all of this going on, and we just got into it. And they'd come back and say, okay, guys, the crew's ready. We're ready. And we'd be like,
We want to finish
we,
what
yeah,
we're
we're talking.
saying.
Yeah. And then that's really stayed, which is rare in and of itself.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why the show works
I
so
think you're
well,
right.
right? The
I think you're right.
chemistry. When
Yeah.
you found out this lineup of incredible women
Yeah.
were going to be part of an adaptation of your book.
Yeah. I'm just a regular person, so I assume all famous people know each other. So I'm like, oh, well, they must know each other. But then we went for the table read and we were in the van going around looking at sound stages, and it was very clear, like you and Chloe, you guys did not know each other. And I'm sitting behind you two going, they don't know each other. Okay, wow. This is so bizarre. And Regina was there with us and Gemma, and I'm like, they don't Darcy hadn't even been cast yet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these people don't know each other. This is crazy. And to watch you guys, then by the time you got to Nantucket, you were all friends. So in the interim, when my summer was happening on Nantucket, you guys were in LA on the sound stages bonding. And then by the time you got to Nantucket, you were all friends. And I do think that's why the show is so magical.
Ellen, you've written 30 plus
Can you believe that?
books. Yeah. I mean, and by the way, as you said, she has cultivated this group of what they call themselves, the
Hilder
Hilder
Babes.
Babes.
The
And
Hilder
people have
Babes.
come up to me and been like, I just went on a weekend with Elin Hilderbrand. And I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I think everybody's
Yeah.
so proud to be part of
Yeah.
your gang. But your bio is all messed up, Ellen, because the end of it reads something to the extent of, I am going to retire after the summer of 2020. I mean, that is the
Yeah.
actual,
Yeah.
I will retire after the summer of 2024.
2024.
But you have not retired. You
No.
need to change your bio.
I needed to make it clear to my readers, just to be crystal clear, that the Nantucket books were coming to an end, right? Because for 24 years, I'd been putting out one book every summer. And then for many years, I was writing winter books as well, right? So for 7 years, I was doing 2 books a year.
Isn't
And
that
I
wild?
wanted to warn them, the Nantucket summer book every summer is now coming to an end. So I chose to use the word retirement. And then Shelby and I did the 2
Yes.
Academy books. So it didn't really feel like retirement. And the Boston Magazine published an article called Elin Hilderbrand's Long Goodbye. So it is sort of a long goodbye. But I just wanted to be clear, to manage expectations for my readers, because I do feel very close to them, and I
Yeah.
wanted them to know 2025 is not going to have a summer novel.
Well, and there was a New York Times article that said you ran out of ideas. Is that
Yes.
accurate?
That is accurate.
Nantucket's a small
It's
island.
small, right? It's 4 miles by 13 miles. I had done every festival, every time of year, every location, every possible drama that's appropriate for a beach novel. Like I didn't want to repeat myself, and I didn't want anyone to ever read a book and be like, it just wasn't as good as the last. And I've said before, my job is doing exactly the same thing every year, completely differently. And that's what it was for 24 years. And then I just felt like it's my legacy, and I'm going to stop the Nantucket novels here before they.
And so you're not retired because you've already published 2.
Right.
Well, you published one
One,
book,
and one's coming out in
this
September. Yeah.
fall.
Yeah.
Are there more coming?
So it'll just be the 2 Academy novels. Shelby's finished.
I mean, the fact that y'all could work together.
Yeah, she was great. She has
Shelby's Ellen's daughter.
Yes.
For anyone who doesn't
Yeah,
know,
Shelby
and
is her
yeah.
daughter. She's in college.
She's at the University of Miami
So to
in
have,
Coral Gables.
I've worked with my mom on a book, but
Yeah.
I was a teacher. Like I was a grown adult, and it was so fun
Yeah.
to get to do that. But I don't know that I could have done it in college, or
Yeah.
she would have wanted me to do it in
Yeah,
college.
she was very patient with me. I mean, because I'm just like, okay, telling her what to do. And she was like, I will do it. And she just does a great job. That said, she does not want to be a novelist. And so I am working on something new. I have not taken a contract for it because I don't want any pressure. So I work 1 hour every morning. That's it on this new book. and it's called The Novelists, and it's about 4 women who come out of the University of Iowa, and they're friends at Iowa, the Iowa
Which you
Writers
went
Workshop,
to.
where I went.
Yes.
Yeah. And then they have wildly varying degrees of success. And there's a lot of, it's basically about professional jealousy, but also something happens while they're right in their last week of Iowa that's like scandalous, tragic, blah, blah, blah. And so they're grappling with that. So I'm only working on it 1 hour a day, which is good for me because it's just enough to keep me engaged, but not enough to stress me
Are
out.
they in their 50s?
They're in their young, not late 50s, early 50s.
Yeah, like a brunette.
Oh,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, is
Yeah.
there room for a cameo
I
of a
mean,
journalist?
hello.
You're probably already mentioned it in it because it gets really into publishing. You know what I mean? And into the
Right,
ways that we find our books. What constitutes a book becoming a sensation, popular? It talks about book talk. It talks about, book clubs.
Last time I saw you,
publishing.
you gave me a stack of books from your book club, and I just have been like, ching, 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 ching,
Oh, that
ching.
makes me
Yeah.
so happy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think one of the things that all 3 of us share, and Ellen is such a proponent of new debut
I
writers.
say this all the time. Nobody celebrates writers like you do,
Yeah.
and Laura Dave does.
It's
Laura
true,
Dave as
yeah.
well is
Yeah.
always like, read this, read this, read this, because you guys know,
Of
how
course.
hard it is.
And every writer is a reader first.
Yep.
And reading is really my passion. And that's
Well,
what
in
I
fact,
spend my days doing now. Like, you're
that's
like,
what
what are you
your
doing now? I
bio-
read.
That's what your bio says, that
Yeah.
you're going to become a book influencer.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like on
Did
my,
you know that? Did you write that bio?
I don't know, but I don't know, but I do want to be like Tim and I have our podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is for already. So the thing about our podcast is we're having on the authors that everybody's already read.
Right.
Right. Jenna's our guest this coming week.
Oh, fun.
But we've had other, like Nicole Kidman came on, Sarah Jessica Parker came on. She's really a book influencer at this
Yeah, for
point.
sure.
But we had Leanne Moriarty, who I credit. I want to just take a moment for Leanne. Big Little Lies really changed the landscape. And I'm going to say Big Little Lies made it possible for us to do our show. Because when that show came out, it showed Hollywood that women's IP, that the novel could be made into a compelling show.
So interesting that you say it that way, because I always say Reese changed our landscape.
Yeah.
Because Reese started celebrating authors who put women at the
Right.
center and made them the heroes of their own
Yes.
story, and
And she's
started
the one
telling
that
those made Big,
Big
Little
Little
Lies,
Lies.
and started telling these stories. And so all of a sudden now there's endless room for you to have all of these adaptations. I mean, we're doing the Iowa thing
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah, exactly. Is there an author that's blonde and small like Reese?
One, I don't know. One never knows.
You're like all of a sudden you're writing for things.
The 4 women are they're really cool. I'm just getting to know them,
But
though.
I
You
think-
know what I
Okay,
mean?
all right, we'll give you a little
One
space.
of
I'm
the
just getting
things-
to know them.
That's interesting about this stage of life, and it's something I talk about with my colleagues a lot. And I thought about this as you were saying 1 hour a day is sort of like boundaries around everything,
Yeah.
boundaries that we may not have had, like saying no to things
Right.
that I would have felt like I had to say yes to early on in my career. How do you guys, how do you decide what projects to work on? How do you decide to retire and sort of unretire, but give yourself just an hour a day, or what you're working a
I know,
lot.
Jen, I'm so curious. Okay, so this is
Look,
I
all of a
want to
sudden
add
she's
I want
coming
to
up.
add on to this question because as I've grown more and more popular, the asks, the requests, and you have somebody probably buffering you, not me. They all come into my
Like from me.
from
Please
from
read this
my
book and
email.
blurb it.
They come into my email and my DMs, like people just asking for things, and I think about you, and I think you must get a million. Or do they go? And how do you decide what you're going to say yes to?
Well, my kids are my first.
Right.
So if and I share custody. So if my kids are with me, it really has to be something
Yeah.
that I really either have to do, or the timing won't change and I need to do it for work, or I feel compelled. But otherwise, that's my first buffer.
Okay.
And second, I really try to show up for friends. I really do. If you ask me to do something, I will do it, and I'll do it happily with my whole heart. I feel like that is part of what we are here to do, is to support each other. So I'm thrilled to be in a position to be to show up and get to meet people that my friends care about or whatever it is to be at something. But just in general, balance and all of that, it's, I was home so much for so long in a great way. Like I love nothing more. And my kids kind of reached an age, and as soon as I saw that glimmer, I was kind of like, if it shoots in LA, I'm going back to work. So
Right. Okay.
have kind of luxuriated in working the past couple of years and being on location for 3 weeks down in Nantucket or that kind of, I start to max out there. As long as I,
3 weeks is
that
max.
I felt that
agree.
they came to visit me, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But I really started to be like, okay, time to go home.
Right. Yeah.
Family.
Yeah. And so anyway, that now I'm going to take the fall to just focus on Once Upon a Farm, focus on Save the Children, not be on set, and then we'll look at next year.
I mean, you have she has a thriving business too. I forgot.
I
I'm
know.
like, you
Yeah.
have a lot on your plate.
It's busy. I
Yeah.
mean, that the company is a lot. And when I'm
Yeah.
unavailable to them for a long time, I start to be, when I see that they're all going on retail sales calls, like they're in Minneapolis
Yeah.
at Target or
Yeah,
they're going to
sure.
Austin, I
Yeah,
start to
right.
feel like, shoot, I should be there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like going on those. I like my relationships with retailers. And so next week I'm going to Saskatchewan to visit our oat farm.
How
Oh,
cool is
Yeah,
that?
I love that. It makes me so
OAT?
happy.
OAT farm? Oat?
Oat.
Okay.
Oat farm.
Oat farm.
Yeah.
I thought oat.
You want to come?
I thought oat came from wheat. Wait, Jenna,
Well,
doesn't oat come from wheat? It's its own plant?
It's its own plant.
I'm so embarrassed. Okay, I need to go to
but
Saskatchewan.
I can't imagine what
Oats are
an
its own
oat
I know. Well,
plant
looks
like.
like.
watch this
growing.
space. I'll show you.
I-
Just give me a week. I'll
it-
show you.
Right? You don't know what an oat plant
No, I
looks
couldn't
like?
visualize
Or is
what
it a
an oat
tree or a
plant, but I-
bush?
I'm so
Is it a
excited.
tree or a bush?
No, I think it looks like wheat.
It's a plant.
growing.
It looks like wheat. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like wheat, but it's not wheat.
wonder
Well,
if our
you said-
listeners know this.
I'm sure they don't. But you said something about that sort of, and I hate the word balance, so I'm trying not to use it, but it's like the one that comes to my head, but sort of like juggling both parenting and working. And you said something which I really liked, and I'm trying to think about how to incorporate it in my own life, which is that like you don't apologize for working. But like, for example, I've had some time off, so I've like had my girls are at camp, so I've had my little guy and my husband was gone like sleeping in my bed. Like we were like besties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And last night
yeah.
when I put him to bed and I read him his story, I knew I was like, gosh, tomorrow
I gotta go
he's
back
going to
to
look
work.
up and
Yeah.
think, where is my
Yeah,
mom?
I
You know?
That I will say the transitions are the hardest. When I have been home and I'm going back to work, I mourn.
Yeah.
And they do too. And I really feel, and I panic and I
Yeah.
say, I can't do this. And this
Yes.
is, I really panic. You can ask Nicole. She's right there. She's been my bestie and we've worked together. She's been my manager for my whole career. And we've raised our kids together.
Yeah.
So she really gets when I'm about to fall apart because I'm going to work. And when I finish a job and I'm home again, I mourn missing the people
Yes,
from that
totally.
job.
Yeah.
And that's true too,
Yeah.
and my kids know that. It's like, I just feel that pull where before you're whole in one place again.
I think a lot of moms that travel have that issue because I'm always saddest in transit.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Like when I'm going on book tour, like I'm okay if I'm at the book event. I'm even okay at my hotel ordering room service. But if I'm sitting in an airport, I
Yes.
feel profoundly
Yes.
lonely.
Yes.
Right? You're lonely because you're like not with your family and you're not with your people yet. So
My
I
mom
think
used
people-
to always say, "Are you traveling?" Because I would like go back looking through old pictures,
Yes.
and I would text her the old pictures,
100%.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
she's like, "Are you at an airport?"
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Nicole, do we not do that? We send each other, we do kid pictures
Yes,
when
When you're sitting
torture. It's torture.
leaving,
Yeah.
you're looking
Yes.
through. It's like besides reading, it's my plane activity.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Yeah.
constantly just looking back at like days
Yeah.
gone by.
Yeah.
So let's talk about reading since this is a reading podcast.
Have you read Whistler yet?
Yes.
Oh my
We
gosh.
the last time
We
I
were
was
with
with Ellen,
Anne.
we were sitting next to Anne.
Oh my gosh, I've never met her. I'd pass out.
You wouldn't. She's
She's
so
wonderful.
normal.
She's
so
wonderful.
normal.
She's so wonderful.
She's one of the
but
greats.
yes, I read it in like 2 days. I loved it. I thought it was so simple and profound.
Mhm.
She's one of my like favorites.
Yeah.
And one of your favorites.
Oh
too.
gosh, yes.
Same for sure.
Bel Canto is one of my
Me
top
too.
10
Same,
favorite.
same.
Top
Bel
10
Con-
favorite.
if like I did the Mount Rushmore
Mhm.
of books and maybe like the 5-star picks of
Yeah.
books.
Yeah.
Um, Donna Tartt's
Yeah.
Secret
Secret. I
History.
know you
Yes.
love that book.
I
I loved
love
it too.
I loved that book so much. I love A Little Life.
Yeah. That was too depressing for me.
It's
Haven't
very
read A
sad.
Little Life.
Tim loves it. It is
Tim's-
depressing.
Okay.
It's very sad, but it's really immersive and
Okay.
beautiful.
Okay.
Bel Canto. And now I'm like, what else? Buckeye, which did
Yeah.
you read
Oh,
Buckeye?
yeah. I read that
Yeah.
because of you. Yeah, you
Oh,
gave that to me.
I loved that book.
Mhm.
Okay, what about you guys? What are some of your favorites?
Oh my gosh, my favorite is always what I've just read. I can
I
only
know.
I just finished Hurt the Lover.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love. Of course, we
Yes.
had Lily on the podcast.
And Lily
Yes.
was a Read with Jenna author.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
her first book, Writers and Lovers, was
Oh,
a Read
I
with Jenna
love that
pick.
one too.
And this is the sort of sequel, which is
yeah,
not,
which
you
I
know,
didn't realize until I got to the very end.
either. Same
What?
characters. Well,
what?
one
Oh
of
my gosh, I
the
didn't
woman
know.
is the so now you
My
can go
makeup
back.
artist in London last week gave it to me
Yes.
and I finished it right away and I was like, okay, I read it. And she's like, wow, that was fast.
Well, now you need to go back and read if
Writers
you
and
haven't read it.
Lovers.
Writers and
Ugh,
Lovers.
so good.
And it's her.
Is this the sequel? The
it's
prequel?
The prequel.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Prequel.
reading it
I
right
mean,
away.
they're kind of different, and you
It's
don't
the
know till
prequel.
the
You
very
don't know
end
until the very end. That's who it is.
because
But she golfs, so there were like hints throughout, and I'm like, boy,
Right.
who golfs?
because they remember they don't call her
Yeah,
name.
they don't say
They don't
Casey.
call
They
her
don't say
name. They-
Casey till the very
So it's
last
the final.
page.
It's the final.
and we only knew her as Casey.
Dude, I'm flipping out. So I get to go back and
Yeah.
read.
you have to read
Okay.
Writers
Yes.
and Lovers.
I'm
Yes.
very excited about that.
Which I
okay.
love too.
But
And
also, so her book Euphoria
me too.
is one of my top 10.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
on my 5-star. Like that's set in Papua New Guinea. It's basically a fictional Margaret Mead. It's a love triangle between the husband and the lover. I mean, it is so good.
What's your favorite Barbara Kingsolver?
Well, I've just read her new one that's out in
I
September.
have it. Is it good?
It is.
Is it your favorite?
Yes.
Is it your favorite?
It's my favorite.
Oh,
And I
have
don't
it at
know
home.
why.
Like more than Demon Copperhead.
Yes.
Oh
For
my
me,
gosh.
yes.
Oh,
And
I'm
I hope
flipping.
I'm
I have
not-
chills. I'm
You
so
read it
excited.
and tell me if you
okay.
agree.
I will. I have it at home.
The Poisonwood was always like
Yeah, Poisonwood
mine
Bible
was
for
maybe
sure.
My
favorite,
favorite
but-
was early. It wasn't.
Yeah, there was.
It wasn't the bean trees, but it was the one that came after, which now I am drawing a
I
blank
know
on the
this is what
title.
happens
So
to our
bad.
brain.
But you know what? Demon Copperhead to me, like of all the visits that I've had for Save the Children, I felt like
Okay.
this is what rural America
Right.
can be. This is the cruelty that happens in rural America, that you're down and you get hit again and you get
Yes.
hit again and you are so brilliant, but don't have the scaffolding to pull yourself up.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, her new one, which is out in September.
Partita.
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 very
is
exciting.
Really, really incredible.
I forget how to say his name. He wrote Cutting for Stone and he also
Abraham
Verghese.
Verghese.
Oh boy, what was the one after that I read that just
Oh,
water?
Covenant
yeah,
of Water.
Covenant of
Oh
Water.
my gosh.
Don't you like all of
I
them?
know.
Yes, I
Just
know.
like,
Yeah, Covenant of Water. Wow.
Wasn't it incredible?
Yeah, you just want to underline every
Mhm.
sentence. It's just
Look, we just need a time just to talk about
I know.
books.
yeah.
You guys, thank you for letting me be a small, tiny part.
You're so
You
good
were
in it,
so
Jenna.
great,
You're
Jenna.
so good in it.
You were so great.
I mean, it was so fun to be with you. And when you say that y'all were all just kind of talking between, that's how I felt. I was just like, wait, tell me more about this book.
Yeah,
Where I was just
yeah.
wanting to spend time with
Yeah.
you because you're the most delightful human.
That day was so crazy for me. Do you know what I was in the middle? Did I tell you what I was in the middle of that day?
I can't remember.
Okay, so Once Upon a Farm had an IPO the week, like the next week after that. I
Okay,
was on
okay.
the road show. So my hair and makeup team from 5-Star Weekend
Right.
got me ready early that morning. Then I did investment meetings.
Oh my gosh.
And was talking about household penetration and velocities and marketing and, and just like boom, boom, boom investment meetings, like right one after the other with the CEO and the CFO and our head of marketing. And then came during our lunch, did that with you, got all emotional, and then went back
Oh
to
my
more investment
God.
meetings.
goodness.
So I kept feeling like somebody from 5 Star Weekend was like, "You seem distracted." I was like, "I'm sorry."
You didn't seem distracted to me at all,
My
but
brain
I also
was like cleaving in
yeah,
two.
you were like, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Crunching the numbers
Right.
or
Yeah.
mourning my husband?
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
who am I?
Exactly. So you grounded me, in other words, just to say thank you, because you were so wonderful and you're so you and so authentic and calming. You're so used to having guests who are all aflutter. And that was me that day. And you just like made me go, "Phew." So thanks for
Oh,
that.
thank you. Well,
Yeah.
I love this. I was saying earlier that I've gotten a million texts from a million different people who have lost their husbands, who have lost their
Oh, yeah.
fathers, who have gone through grief, who have said like, this has been such a comfort to me. And I was telling y'all in the Washington Post, they said that this is the comfort watch of the
Okay, good.
summer.
I'm so glad.
And I think
How
they're-
glad are we?
I
We're
know.
both glad.
Well,
We're
there's
both really
something
glad.
profound
Both
about
glad.
grief if it is supported.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, if you have the people that can lift you up, that can actually be kind of
Yeah.
comforting. I mean, it's weird. The two don't seem like they would go hand in
And
hand.
it's so hard in this show, and I think the show really nails it because what can you actually do? And what does the person grieving need? And that's what in the first 2 episodes, right? They're
That's
sort
what
of
it's
trying to
that's what
figure
it's
out
all
like
about.
what can we do?
Yes.
How do we make her feel better?
Yeah.
And sometimes there just is no way just
And
to
they
sit
get
and
it
be with
wrong.
her.
They get
Yeah.
it kind of
Yeah.
wrong. And that's okay too.
Yeah.
You're not gonna, you just have to, go through it. The only way out is through.
Well, thank y'all so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you,
Thanks,
That
Jenna.
was so fun. I'm like, what
Yeah.
else are we going to read? Thanks so much for joining me on Open Book with Jenna. If you enjoyed our conversation, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this episode. And also drop us a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts on who you'd want to see as future guests. I'll see y'all next time.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.